Hello everybody, welcome to my Christmas special. We've got 100 cases to unbox today, we've got some items to raffle away. There's also gonna be an item raffle for the Unusualifiers. There'll be a password shown during the video, so you just have to pay a bit attention. And then I'll probably also mention when it's there, so you don't need to worry about that. As long as you're paying a bit of attention, you'll get the password to this raffle for the Unusualifiers. Both raffles should be located down below. Also, because somebody's gonna ask, I recently purchased this on the Steam Community Market, and just to get a quick preview here, you can see it's actually team colored, as you can see, which is very nice. I think this is like the first time we've had a team colored unusual effect, which is the Defragmenting Reality, and we also have the Pyroland one, so I really like that there's team colored unusual effects in the game. It also is available to be worn by the Pyro and Sniper. Before we unbox, I would like to quickly show off my World of Warcraft Classic character to the few people who care about that. Last time I showed him to you guys on YouTube, he had barely any, good gear. It was like few epics maybe. Now the only thing he needs is like 3 epics, which is Band of Mercurius, Striker's Mark, and Night Slayer build. Now without further ado, I think we should unbox. Now you may be wondering why I have chosen to take a lot of Violet Vermin cases, and that's because I'm kinda hoping that today I'll get my first unusual grade, assassin grade that's unusual, because I've never gotten that before, like assassin or elite grade. So I'm kinda hoping that today we finally get an assassin grade. And wouldn't it be amazing if that happened to be the Defragmenting Hard Hat with the Defragmenting Reality effect? That's at least what I'm hoping. Just this one time that I get super insanely lucky, not just normal lucky, just super insanely lucky. And then it's probably gonna be a super unique hat that nobody else is gonna really have, because it's just an older, case. And it's such a theme that's like insane, and it's probably only gonna be a very few of them, if not just one of them. If like there might never be any if I don't unbox one, as an example. So that is why we're doing 50 Violet Vermin. And then of course I would still like to try and get a smissmas Saxton. I am planning to pick up one with smoking, unless I get a nice looking one, I unbox myself. So that is basically what I'm doubling down on, the assassin grades in Unusual. I would make a joke with, like, I don't understand why people think I'm an unboxing channel, and then it's like, oh yeah, I guess that every now and then when there's new cases I tend to unbox a lot, and then I go back to regular content, but I don't actually do that much unboxing if you think about it, but a lot of people just think of me as an unboxing channel, I guess. I don't know. Also, we might actually be hit by the curse, and if we don't get a single Unusualifier, I think the curse is completely broken. You never know. And now I've mentioned it, so I probably triggered the curse if it's still there. Actually kinda surprised you still get the costume things. I guess that makes sense actually, that you can still get them. I just thought it was something only for the Halloween. We got a refragmenting reality, so we are getting close there. And that is an unusual. It's a shame it's not, the defragmenting hard hat, but that's still an unusual with one of the 3 effects that we're going for. So that does set a good mood, I'd say. We're gonna take a look at it after. So that's a mercenary grade, and we got another one there. I'm just hoping so much that there's like gonna happen a Christmas miracle and I'm finally gonna get an unusual assassin grade. I know that it's a lot to aim for, and I probably should aim for that, but I still think it would be nice, and then one of the fragmenting reality effects on it would be so nice. I actually kinda lost my train of thought there because of the unusual. Like, that completely caught me off guard. Like, I was not expecting an unusual at that stage. But yeah, it's also gonna be fun to see if we can get an Unusualifier. Just if the curse is actually gone, or if it's, it was just a one-time thing. Also, apparently, I think I've seen somebody unbox these and getting an Unusualifier out of them. So it should technically be possible. Which is like something that a lot of people have been wondering about, I guess. I've heard a bit of talk here and there about it. But yeah, getting a Fragmenting Reality Defragmenting hard hat would be so amazing. Like it would be something that probably nobody else would ever be able to get, just because you can only unbox it in other cases in this time period, I imagine. And it would just be so nice to actually have one. Also, if you like my content and such, feel free to drop a subscription. It'll really help me. Like, you know, if you just subscribe, that would, you know, will just help my channel. You'd help me, even though it doesn't sound like it would. It actually helps me a lot, especially because of, you know, just how YouTube works on your, I guess, emotions. I don't know how to explain it, but it would just help. It would support me emotionally, is what I'm trying to say. So really, if you haven't subscribed yet, just, you know, subscribe. That would really help a lot and would keep me going with video creation. We're getting a lot of Man of Wars. Feel like it's trying to taunt me. It's like, you could have had, and actually no, because it was mercenary grade. Yeah. I don't know how many Man of War in a row that is, but it seems like 3. To me it seems like 3. But imagine having like one of the reality ones on Defragmenting. I just like, I don't think anybody's gonna unbox it, to be honest. I mean, I might right now, but then nobody's probably gonna, like, it's so unlikely if you think about it. And that kind of makes me sad. That, like, such a nice hat with, like, it would be nice if one of each got unboxed, like one of each effect on the Defragmenting hard hat. It would also be nice to get some more unusuals, but honestly we've gotten one, so we probably might not get any more. Probably another one. We got it early, so it is likely that we could get another one. Also, if you were looking for that password, it's right there. It's smissmas, lowercase. It's just, you know, just smissmas, just as written on the screen right now. Look right now, and that was the password. So if you didn't get the password, you can go a bit back and then get it there, and then you should be able to enter the unusual taunt raffle. Have we gotten any high grades yet? I mean, we've gotten an unusual, shouldn't start asking questions like this. But have we gotten any assassin grades yet? Starting to get a bad feeling about this. This was probably a terrible idea. I probably did a huge mistake. I should have gone all out on the, what is it, like Halloween cases and just done like 100 and, you know, hope for that one assassin grade. That's what this looks like too. Are we cursed? If we get more of those, we might. But I won't take a one like that as it. But that also proves it. You can get Unusualifiers, which means I wasn't cursed in the last video for sure. But that might just, you know, be a normal Unusualifier. Then again, we didn't get that many unusuals overall last video, so maybe that was the real curse all along. Okay, so we've gotten an unusual hat with one of the new effects in an old case that isn't a very appealing hat, and then we've gotten an Unusualifier. Can we get anything more, like, good? feel like the curse is getting back at me now. Yeah, we might have just been extremely unlucky or just not cursed last time, and now it's just like, oh yeah, you forgot these. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few more Unusualifiers, maybe like 1 or 2 more. Have we gotten any high-grade items yet? Because the more I'm unboxing, the more this seems like a terrible idea. We've gotten so many blues, I'm sure of it. Like, the amount of blues we've gotten is absolutely insane. That's an assassin grade. Guess you just gotta mention it a bit. There it is. Now, about those unusual hats. I think this was just a bad idea, let me be honest. I mean, what were I thinking? An assassin grade unusual, and that was like my goal. Of course that's not gonna happen, like... I'm so good at unboxing merc grades, but assassin grades? Nah, that's like just dumb. That's just dumb. And even then, like, I get an assassin grade with... it's not even gonna be that effect, right? That's how it's gonna work. It's like, even if it happened, it wouldn't even be a fragmenting effect. Okay. Yeah, we actually haven't unboxed any assassin grades out of these. So, if the game could just land my unusual on a defragmenting hard hat that would be in one of these, that would be nice. Oh, come on! Oh no. Oh. I felt it for a moment. And then the dream died. It was there. And then dream died. Dream's dead. We've gotten 2 assassin grades, and none of them were unusual. I actually felt it for a moment. I was like, oh my god, is this it? No, it's not. Just the fact that I thought that would have a chance to be was... I don't know. I don't know, guys. This was a mistake. This was not the answer to it. I think that we might reach the conclusion that a themed defragmenting hard hat will never exist. And only one unusual hat, I guess. Don't complain if you don't want the Unusualifiers. That's 3rd Unusualifier. So, I think last time was a fluke, and now the Unusualifiers are back in full force. Would it be so much to ask for just... I was about to say, would it be so much to ask for more unusual hats? Apparently it is. I think the game have been wanting to give me some Unusualifiers for a while. That's what I'm thinking, because 4 Unusualifiers. Now that's something. That is something. Have I ever unboxed 5 Unusualifiers in one video? I think this is a new record, guys. I actually think we've got a new record. This is absurd. I think I'm setting a new unboxing record here. Have anybody ever unboxed like taken 100 cases in one go and unboxed 5 Unusualifiers. Have anybody ever done that? And you know what? We still got 10 to go. We could get a 6th Unusualifier. It could happen. But the assassin grade unusual dream is completely dead at this stage, honestly. I don't think it can happen. It's like we've gotten, what, 2 assassin grades this entire unboxing. And we're down to 6 cases now. It's just not looking good. This is another Unusualifier, I hope not. Would just be, you know, that extra grain of salt that, oh yeah, I have another Unusualifier. That's what you get for going for unusual hats. Okay, I mean, I do have here some that I got with drops. So maybe we should take those first, before we go to the final 2 violet vermin cases. Just trying to push it the extra mile to get the last hope at an assassin or elite grade. Okay, we got absolute garbage there, so where were we? We are here. Come on, Gaben, please. We have only gotten 1 hat this time and 5 Unusualifiers. Please. I kinda want to do more. I kinda want to do more just because I feel like we're giving up too easy. So, you know what, guys? I'm actually gonna do 50 more. I would like to point out how dumb this is, but we're still gonna do it because I'm stubborn. I want to at least say that I've done the best I could. And again, like, if you watched this far and you really haven't dropped the subscription, you really should subscribe right now. Like, honestly. Like, if you're this committed to the video as I am, then you really should subscribe. Maybe check out some of the other content I've done. Would be pretty nice. Also, the biggest question that I know a lot of you guys asking is, can he get more Unusualifiers? Because at this stage it's just gonna be comical. Like... come on. I would like another unusual hat, this is why we're doing 50 more. Come on, Gaben. We're just shredding through them real hard here. It's like there is not gonna be any case left when I'm done with these. Also, if you watched this far and still haven't found the password, you deserve to have it here again. It's smissmas, lowercase. Go join that unusual torn raffle. Just in case you weren't paying attention a bit earlier. So now you've had 2 chances. I think the actual thing that just impresses me the most is we've only gotten 2 assassin grades. I'm trying to hunt for an unusual assassin grade, which really just makes it so hopeless. Like, if you think about it, it's like, yeah, that's never happening. That kind of hopelessness. But I definitely want to at least have said that I did my... there is another assassin grade. 3 assassin grades. That's like 1 in 50 at the rates we are going at here. But it's just, imagine it. Like, I don't think anybody's really gonna unbox it. So imagine if I could unbox it, or just have it, or I don't know, it would be so amazing. That's the only reason why I'm giving it my all here. Come on. Gaben, you've seen how much money I paid, right? Feel like I've really done the tribute. To at least get another unusual hat. And with a slim chance to have it land on an assassin grade would be very nice. We can discuss about the unusual effect, but you know which unusual effects I want, Gaben. You know it. You know it. I know it. We all know it. Never unboxed an assassin grade in unusual, and I really feel like today could be the day. That's the only reason why I'm doing another 50 in the first place. And if I don't even get an unusual hat, I would be a bit, you know, devastated. This is like, if you're wondering if unboxing can bring profit, probably no. You'd need to be insanely lucky. Like, I feel like usually in general with everything, I tend to be more lucky than the average person. And you're seeing what I'm getting here: 5 Unusualifiers and an unusual hat. But where's like the good stuff at? It's just Unusualifiers and merc grades. There's no high tier unusuals here. The more I unbox, the more I feel like a complete fucking idiot. I am not even kidding. It just feels like this was not what I should do with my money. What I could have done with this money was put it aside and hope somebody else unboxes it and then purchase it. And then of course it would be a significantly, you know, more pricey, but then at least I wouldn't have to spend this amount of money and get nothing really, and then yeah. But at least I tried. At least I tried. I'm actually surprised. We've almost done 50 now and we haven't seen anything interesting, really. Like, in proportion to how much I'm spending, we haven't seen anything interesting. I feel like maybe I should stick to the Warpaint cases. They really feel like they're better for me. I'm getting so many blues that it's... Oh! That's still good. I'm not gonna complain about that. That's an elite grade. If that had been unusual, that would have been amazing, but... still good. Still good. Okay, so we got one amazing thing in 50 cases here. Yeah, you know what? The more I'm going into this, I feel like I should have stopped earlier. Really feel like I should have stopped earlier. We're down to 3 again. We haven't seen a single Unusualifier in like above 50 cases now, for sure, at this stage. And we haven't seen an unusual hat since like the first few, I don't know. We got one early on. We're down to the final case. Okay. We've actually almost unboxed everything except for the Mr. Crackers. Okay. Iron Jesus, Gaben, anybody who I have to pray to for this, please give me the Defragmenting hard hat in unusual. Come on. Don't screw me over. Well, it wasn't even unusual. I just did 50 extra cases. Didn't get an Unusualifier, didn't get another unusual. Yeah, this was a terrible idea. We got an elite grade. Yeah, that's fine in 10 cases. That's fine as like if you're, you know, not an experienced unboxer. But if we think about it, I think in the first 90 cases I did, I got 5 Unusualifiers and an unusual, and after that we didn't get really anything to write home about. I feel like I'm done, guys. It was the orange effect. I wouldn't mind have like gotten this on a defragmenting hard hat. That would have been amazing. But with the lack of assassin grades in general, it was extremely unlikely. Also, not to mention the unusuals and getting that many unusualifiers. It was very unlikely that we would actually get what I wanted. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you again next time.